Okay, I think we're live. Okay, yeah, I think so. Hello, hello. Well, I listened to the stream yesterday and I actually did like the sound of the 57 a little bit more, so uh so we're keeping it. Well, let's carry on from where we left off tomorrow. Hopefully today will be a little bit better of a day. Hopefully. Um this is kind of garbage. So I might just oh wait, where's the ear? Yeah, this whole thing really just kind of sucks. So I'm just going to go ahead and start over. I'm going to select a little bit bigger of a pen size too, because that was like way too thin. I'm a small nose. All right, so how am I doing this? Let's redo the shape. Let's just leave the head blank for now. Maybe, you know what, maybe instead of deleting it, maybe I'll leave it there as a sort of pseudo reference, but no. Like, how did I? Yeah. It's still too big. The Cintiq I have is kind of small, so I always end up drawing a little bit bigger than what I always intend to. Or maybe no, that doesn't make any sense. Uh, yeah. What am I thinking of? There's sort of a body position I'm kind of... I'm kind of thinking of in my mind, but I'm not quite getting it right. God, there's too many fucking layers. Right. Something kind of like this. I don't know. I mean, could maybe use it as a reference. Whoa. All right. So I kind of want like a... I don't know. Kind of exaggerating the head a bit, but... I don't know, I might do something kind of like this, maybe. Fuck. Yeah, I just don't want it to be a super plain looking drawing. I kind of want it to have a bit of yeah. I don't know about this. I'm not really doing a great job drawing the ear, but let's just see. Trying to draw like sort of more realistic of an ear, kind of like that, maybe. Maybe. Um, I don't know how I'm gonna get the hair to fit in there, though, is the thing. I mean, if I try and go that way, I don't. Yeah. Maybe more like hair. I don't know. Yeah, this drawing has a little more life in it, but Yeah. Let's see, if I was to draw a hair over him, how's that gonna... I mean, I could just have, like, the hair kind of like that. Yeah, kind of. I can kind of do that. Can kind of get away with that. Kind of. Kind of. Although I think that the hair I should, well, maybe make a little bit smaller, but uh yeah, let's try that again. But yeah, I'm gonna have to put the hair behind the ear because I don't want to cover it. So I don't, yeah. I might have to kind of work through this a little bit more, but yeah, that last drawing just had no fucking life in it, so I'm gonna try and make something a little more visually interesting to look at, I guess. I was having kind of a kind of an off day yesterday, but you get those. But yeah, I feel like the hair should be kind of smaller because I don't want to take away from the ear. That should be kind of more so what your attention is going to. Yeah, or I could just, yeah, I don't know, something kind of like that. I kind of want to like not give him a mouth, but I don't know. I'm kind of going back and forth because I kind of like that peanuts sort of look. Or sometimes you just don't draw a mouth in if it's not necessary, but I don't know if that's exactly what I want to go for here or not. And I am on the wrong layer once again. And I wonder if putting some... nah, I don't like that as much. Yeah. There. If I flip it, yeah, it's a little bit rougher. If I... maybe if I take the hair down a little bit, where is that? Well, or I could just, fuck, wrong layer again. Maybe if I just kind of smooth it this a little bit. It's a little bit better. But kind of like not in love with that earlobe. How's that look? Not too bad. Uh, yeah, or maybe I might. And I gotta get that angle just, or that curvature just right. Or else the whole thing falls apart. It has to be perfect. There. Um, yeah, I suppose another thing I could try would be kind of going more like that. Maybe. But I don't know. I feel like that looks a little better, though, to do it that way more so, but yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to kind of fudge this a little bit. Doesn't look too bad when you flip it, but maybe get a little more rounded. Yeah. Um, yeah, I don't know. I might keep this the way it is, maybe. I'm not sure. The thing is I kind of also want him to be holding a flashlight, but yeah, I gotta kind of figure out how to make that work. I'm still not happy with this either. Error. Yeah. I don't think that's gonna look good. No. Kind of want it like here-ish. I don't know. Maybe like that? I don't know. Maybe I should save it before something goes horribly wrong. Trying to think where I wanna go next. I mean, I could put the text in, I guess, too. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Oof. Okay. There we go. But if I have him, okay. If I have him holding a flashlight, though. Wait, let's put it in the right folder. Yeah, because if I have him holding a flashlight, I'm not quite sure. I mean, I could maybe have his arm. Would I get that to work? Be like. I'm trying to look up a reference here. I'm not getting something right here. I really want him to be holding one, though, but. To keep it kind of consistent. Yeah, because see, the thing is, if I have him holding the flashlight in his left hand like this, it will kind of obscure this area, which I don't. Well, I kind of don't want to. I guess I could like move. Yeah. I mean, I guess I could move. Yeah. Could probably take the. Yeah, take him, move him up a little bit more. Well, maybe. Yeah, I don't know about this. I don't know about this. Yeah, and this is getting close to the bottom of the page, which I also don't like. Flashlight would be like. like, the fuck? Yeah, I don't know. I think I prefer, if I'm gonna try and do that, I think I prefer to use the other hand, but um, let's get rid of things we don't need anymore. Hmm. We have a flashlight. And thumb would be like there, and then do I want to like actually have him grip it? I don't know why I can't like draw that and make it look kind of decent. See. I mean, it's closer, but it's still not quite. Yeah, this is kind of tricky. Gotta keep trying. I don't know why I can't have him grip it and actually have it look good. Ah, god damn it. I mean, I could do, like, have the fingers be a little bit more like this. Wait, where was I? No. Have, like, well, okay, I guess that works a little bit better. I think I kind of like that a little more, but uh, but maybe it would help too if if I had the flashlights a little further, I don't know. Maybe if I had the flashlight a little further back. Oops. Yeah, I mean, hmm. If I erase this and that. I don't know. I really don't know how I feel about that. I mean, because I kind of want my cake and eat it too. I want him to hold the flashlight and uh, the character here in his right hand, but I don't be. If I moved these two, god damn it, these two ups a little bit more. I don't know. I feel like everything needs to kind of go up a little bit, but yeah, I don't know. How long have I been at this? About 30 minutes. All right, this thumb needs to go back slightly. I think. Something's not right. Maybe if I move the fingers over here a little bit. Yeah, something's just not right. I don't know. Yeah, I think that makes it worse looking. Actually. Yeah, this is kind of kicking my ass a little bit, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, I mean, this would kind of work. This could kind of work. Kind of. Give him a little bit more. I mean, and try and make the line art a little bit more. A little bit more legible. Thing is that, like, where's Andy? Turn him down. I think he needs a bow tie around here. Yeah. I think. Uh, yeah. Yeah, this brush was that I started with here is just way too. Yeah, see, the anti-aliasing is just eating it alive. That's why it kind of looks gray and not defined. It was just way too small. So, trying to, trying to fix it because I don't actually hate the drawing too much. Not too much. Want to make it a little more defined so I can see it a little bit better. Ugh. And it's cramping. Fuck. Erase. I don't know. Good. Yeah, that's the other layer. Maybe I should turn that off. Fuck is it? There it is. Yeah. Sorry, I know I'm not talking a lot. I'm sure this is super exciting to anybody watching. But I'm kind of in the zone. Trying to concentrate. Yeah, this kind of sucks trying to do this, but I think I'm gonna keep his eyes black when I go to do this. I was kind of debating like giving him pupils, but I think he actually looks kind of creepier without them. Like you kind of get that uncanny valley thing going on where it's like, well, it looks like a person, but not quite because you can't quite read them properly. So ergo, it kind of becomes off-putting, you know. And eyes are very, very important. You can tell a lot about a person's I don't know, I was going to say emotional state or whatever, but eyes are very expressive. They're very emotive. So you can tell a lot by looking at a person's eyes. And if you kind of purposely fuck with that, like remove the pupils and stuff like that, I don't know, it makes it a bit harder to read the character and kind of makes it creepy. If that makes any sense at all. It's like if I put pupils in here, you could clearly see what he's looking at and what's going on, but with that omitted, it kind of leaves it more as a mystery, I guess. But that's my thought process. That's what I'm probably going to end up doing. Yeah. No, he looks kind of finished, like he was just inked, but it's supposed to be a sketch. It's not supposed to be final. Yeah, like I said, I just kind of fucked that up. I chose way too small of a brush size, and then the anti-aliasing started eating itself, so started eating the line, so um let's see. Yeah, I guess you don't really see that. Well, I mean, I could kind of put the indication there, but in there of the sort of collar of the shirt, but no, I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I'll choose to not do that for aesthetic reasons. Okay, what's this? I don't feel like that layer is doing anything, so I'm gonna get rid of it because God knows I need less layers. Okay, there we go. Don't like that as much. I do kind of like his body being tapered a little bit, but how do I make that not look like shit? There's a way I could maybe pull that off, but that maybe. Probably not. I don't know. Something like that. Okay, good. I thought I was scared for a second. I thought I deleted his hand, but yeah, I could probably make that work, but yeah, like what the fuck? Too many layers. You could probably make that work where he's like holding him and the flashlight at the same time, but I don't know. I'll have to kind of figure that out a bit more. So I kind of feel like his body needs to uh, kind of expand a bit more. It might work. Yeah, let's flip. I mean, it's not too bad flipped, but um, that flashlight could probably use a little work, but whatever. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Kind of want. Maybe shrink his hair down a bit. Yeah, I think that's better. Because I really don't want, yeah, I really want the ear to really stand out, not be, yeah. Yeah, yeah, I think that's good. I have 10 minutes left. Um, yeah. I might start putting in some of the background so that I've kind of gotten the basics of what I'm trying to do here down, but yeah, I mean this is all gonna need a little more work. I might give him a little more of a face or kind of have him talking or something. Maybe. Yeah. So it's not quite so plain looking. Yeah. Well, whatever. I mean, I got some shit kind of figured out today, I guess. It's better than the other drawing that I did. It has a lot more personality and there's a lot more going on to it. Oh shit! You know what? I almost forgot actually. Oh god damn it! Too many layers. Wait, there we go. Actually, I forgot his little strand of hair that stands straight up that I forgot about. Yeah, there we go. Almost forgot about that. I might make it a little bit smaller too, but um when it gets cropped, it's gonna be cut like right about there, but yeah, I certainly want to have what am I doing? Certainly want to have him, this character, in the safety margin, which is right here. So I might also actually just fucking. I might just go ahead and actually just bump him up a little bit more for that reason. Yeah. Uh, let's just go ahead and. Yeah, I kind of wasted 5 minutes, but well, I didn't waste it, but you know, should start drawing in some like trunks. Might actually, let's make them a different color. Oop, shit. Uh, yeah. I'm really not great at putting in the trunk texture, but yeah, let's just rough out some trees and shit. I could always redraw all this, but I just want to at least like kind of get the background at least started going, kind of. Yeah, shit. Yeah, this just doesn't even make sense. Straggly looking trees. God. Could also, while I'm at it, kind of put some eyes in here. Yeah, we'll just rough it out. I don't know. We can maybe take this one out. I don't like it that much. Yeah, I don't have a lot of time. Yeah, those don't really look that great, but it's a starting point, I guess. It's a start. I think that I'm gonna have like all this just be all these gaps just be black, you know, and I mean that way I also don't have to focus on, you know, a bunch of details in the background. I can just kind of, you know, just focus on these trunks here and not have to worry about like, you know, silhouettes or some other stuff going on in the background. It's what I might end up doing. But I'm like not really in love with these. I don't know. These aren't really that great. But it's quitting time, so. Yeah, I don't know why. I just hate everything I draw right there. That tree. But yeah. Well, thanks for hanging out with me for an hour, and I'll probably be back again tomorrow. So keep your eyes peeled for that.